Hey, good morning. Chuck here with Apple Drains. Today we are installing some footer tile. This is the perimeter tile foundation pipe that goes along the inside perimeter of your crawl space, leads over to a sump pump. Today we're using the Easy Flow Styrofoam peanuts. We like this because it's a lot easier to move in than gravel, but we're also taking some gravel in by the bag as well. If you remember this house, we showed you this house on another video. There is lots of foundation issues here. We're going to take a look at those as well. But for right now, first thing we've got to do is we've got to dig a trench on the inside, along the wall, over to the sump pit. So let's go down there and take a look. So you can see the foundation issues that are occurring in this house. If we look over here, you can see this pier good 2-3 inches separated on that wall. The wall is cracking here at the bottom, pushing apart. It's doing this all the way around this area. Last time we were here, we put in a sump pump and a sump pit, which is working great. This area was totally underwater, and of course it's been underwater for a long time. The house was vacant, and these guys are renovating the house, so a lot of work to be done down here. After we put in the footer tile, which you can kind of see over here, they're just starting that trench. Remember, the footer pipe, the foundation pipe, it brings water over to the sump pump, sump pit. And that's important because all the water from this crawl space drains against this wall. We've got to get that water out of here. Once we're done with that, we will go ahead and think about putting in some floor jacks to help support this house. Show me that, footer. Okay, just kind of clean off the top of it. There you go. So you can see we're right beside the footer. That's exactly where we want to be. There's actually an old system of field tile that's just below that. We're going to leave that intact, and that'll also help drain over to our sump pit. Paul's just scraping across the top of it. We're almost there. On this side of the sump pit, we're going to install our slotted pipe. This is perforated pipe. It's got holes all the way around it. But what we do, we've already cut off the nipple right here on the pit. Got a good base of gravel down here. We're going to go ahead and cut a slice in here, 4 or 5 inches, and then we squeeze it together and we slide it right into the pit. Doesn't matter about that hole, the slot there, it makes no difference at all because we're going to cover all this with gravel. Behind me, we're going to hook up the Easy Flow peanut styrofoam gravel-less system. But right here at the pump, we are going to put a lot of gravel around this area. Need to move that block. So we're ready to join our Easy Flow Styrofoam peanuts to our regular perforated pipe. And again, all we need to do is slice it. Actually, let's go ahead and make a small insert. So cut it off. We're just going to make a small insert, cut off a 4 or 5 inch section. Slide one side into one pipe and the other side into the other. Just squeeze it really tight and then twist it, pop it together. Okay. There's a gas line right here, so just bring it in and let it come down the wall. Let it go. Go ahead. So what we're doing is we're bringing this gravel in through the vent, and we're going to just pour it over top of our perforated pipe, start back in the back. So now as water comes down this hill, it goes into the gravel to the bottom, floods up, goes into the sump pump, carried away. Go ahead. So you can see here where we've got our gravel perforated pipe is meeting up with the easy drain, I guess easy flow, styrofoam peanuts. It works really good, and it's nice to bring into the crawl space because it's so light. It's not like moving a 40-pound bag of gravel around, even though we pulled it through the vent. And over there where Paul's at, there's just a little bit of a high spot. We got to get that out of there, and then we'll have a nice good flow from that back wall all the way over here to the sump pump. Hey, this is Chuck with Apple Drains, reminding you that if you believe you can do something, I guarantee you can do it. Have a great day.